What's up, weaves? Welcome back to Anime Lane, the podcast where we take you down the yellow brick road of anime and have a look at everything it has to offer. As always, I'm your host, Notorious, and joining me once again today is Shaun.
Hello.
And Melina.
It's me.
Yay, you got an original like greeting.
Yay!
Proud of you.
Oh my god.
Thank you.
Today we're bringing back the dead in the Empire of Corpses, directed by Ryotaro Makihara, written by Midori Goto, Hiroshi Seko, and Koji Yamamoto. That would explain a lot. There's 3 writers. Animation production by Wit Studio, music by Yoshihiro Ike, which I checked. I swear to God I've said that name here
You have.
before.
I feel like you have.
And I checked their Wikipedia article and I could not find anything we've watched. And I'm like, I swear to fucking
The
God.
name's familiar to me.
Yeah, I was like, I swear to God I've said this name before. It released in Japanese theaters October 2nd, 2015. It released in the UK. It is licensed in the UK by Anime Limited and in the US by formerly Funimation. It is available on home video formats. I don't know what the case with the US is, since I don't know, with the change to Crunchyroll, things are kind of up in the air with continuing print runs. It is based on the novel by Project Ito. Then it's a week-long caper in Lupin the Third, 7 Days Rhapsody, directed by Hajime Kamigaki, written by Hiroshi Kawashibara, animation production by TMS, music by Yuji Ono. It aired on Japanese TV September 8th, 2006. It is licensed in the US by Discotek and is available on Blu-ray. Based on the manga by Monkey Punch. The usual stuff at the end there.
Yeah.
Terms and conditions apply.
We are not responsible for any.
Yeah.
So did we all watch Empire of Corpses first?
Why, Melina? Usually
Wasn't
I'm the
it-
weird one.
Wasn't it?
I didn't say that you have to follow that order. We usually watch Lupin last anyway.
Yeah, you're right.
Melina,
we
no.
do. But yeah.
Usually I'm the weird one.
I'm sorry.
I can't. You don't have to be the weird one.
Sorry.
Let me take that burden.
I've taken it.
Anyway, okay, so Empire of Corpses first. Me and Shaun watched it first,
Yeah.
so we'll start there.
And I'm glad I watched that one first because holy
it is
fuck.
so weird.
It promises so much.
Yeah, it does.
The first 10 minutes build up like a very interesting world.
Yeah.
I'll give it that.
Absolutely.
Like, you described it as what? Or I think we both ended up describing it as steampunk necro ghost in the shell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is fitting. Not what I expected to say today, but fitting.
Yeah. It almost takes a lot of influence, I think, at least in the movie's direction. From Ghost in the Shell, and then eventually, as the film progresses, it feels a lot like Innocence as well.
Yeah.
It's a shame it did not match that energy the whole way through.
No, because it truly feels like we're watching 2 TV specials.
Yes.
One that was really nice and came to a nice ending, and then part 2.
I think I said to Shaun, it almost feels like 3 OVAs. That have been put together in a movie, and I would have almost preferred it to have been an OVA, because unfortunately with streaming and home video, well, not necessarily home video, but with streaming and stuff like that, the art of the OVA is dead because it's original video animation. And nothing's there are ONEs, original net animations, but those hasn't really supplanted it in the same way.
It's not the same.
No.
Yeah.
It's the art of that's dead, so I understand why it's not. But I would have much preferred a 3-episode OVA where I could go, the first 2 episodes were really good, the last episode sucks.
Yeah.
Because the last act is not good.
Yeah.
You can say terrible.
It's fucking atrocious.
Yeah. Because, I was really interested by the whole concept of it, and I don't really care much for the fact that he was John Watson.
It's so out of left field.
Yeah, they're like, who am I? John Watson. I'm like, are you the...
Yeah. A very...
The John Watson.
A very different John Watson, because, John Watson, typical Sherlock Holmes canon, he's he's a medical doctor, but he's a war vet.
Yeah, I assumed in this version this was his war.
Yeah, and he's a writer is the thing as well,
Yeah.
because he's the one writing the Sherlock Holmes books.
Yeah.
But in this universe, because
He's a corpse engineer.
he's a corpse engineer, yeah. who uses his corpse best friend to write down everything.
Yeah.
So it's more like he's the Holmes and Friday's the Watson in this scenario.
Also, considering the post-credit scene of this movie, M has to be Mycroft. It's never directly said, but I'm like, has to be.
I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's enough to make me headcanon it.
Yeah.
Sure, whatever.
Whatever floats your boat.
Yeah, why not?
Or Moriarty, but like.
Maybe Moriarty. I don't know.
But with the way the actual character was, Mycroft makes more sense.
Yeah.
It's just because he was a villain. Sorry, that's.
It's so weird because you have John Watson, then you have Ulysses S. Grant.
Yeah.
Then you have Victor Frankenstein.
You have M.
You have M. You have the One, aka Frankenstein's monster.
Yeah.
I feel like there's probably other characters that.
I mean, there's.
Bendery.
You mean Burnaby?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't.
Is he?
I don't
I feel like
recognize
he's
him.
meant to be.
I don't recognize him from anything.
No.
I know the brain steam computer
Oh, yeah,
things are
Charles-
named after actual like mathematicians.
Yeah,
and
you got
stuff.
Charles
Yeah.
Babbage. What was the other one? Fuck.
I forgot. It was Babbage. Was the one I was remembering.
Shit.
It was a famous.
I don't know why I
I
expect you to
don't
know.
It was a famous
No offense.
name. I'm surprised one of them
It
wasn't
was-
Nikola Tesla.
Yeah. Although
Oh,
Tesla-
Thomas Edison pops up.
Oh yeah, Thomas Edison.
Oh.
He's the creator of Irene Adler.
Irene Adler,
Yeah, it's.
who's not called Irene Adler until right at the
No,
end.
she's called Hadley
Yeah.
for the rest of the movie.
I just called her Cecilia because of Automaton.
No, yeah, I almost made that joke when
and
she
I
said
beat
that.
Super Scum.
Yeah,
Like, it had so much potential.
yeah, it
'Cause
really did.
I loved how they play with the concept. Okay, so we have corpses that we are able to bring back to life and
Yeah.
kind of tell them what to do.
Yeah.
And how does that affect our current world? Oh, they fight the wars for us, but because we basically command their will, it's just a numerical thing.
Yeah.
So it's whoever has the biggest
actual
army.
battles are basically
Useless.
stated to just be theatrics.
Yeah.
For like a
Yeah.
like story and like lore reasons.
Yeah.
Exactly. I was like, we need bloodshed for lore. Like, I
We
mean,
need
yeah.
to tell stories of epic battles, so we just have the corpses shoot at each other.
Yeah.
For fun. Which
Yeah.
there's a whole commentary thing I feel like you could say there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I get that because it's not subtle, but
No.
like
No.
It is
They
very
don't-
much a heavy-handed commentary on like
the working class.
and warfare in general. Oh,
Yeah.
no, it's coming back up again.
The warfare
What
maker
is
returns.
warfare?
But like, I loved the vibes of it. I loved that
Oh,
gothic
absolutely.
Victorian horror.
Yeah.
Thing with like the added like sci-fi. This feels like it could be a genuine sequel to Frankenstein if like if Frankenstein happened and his ideas took off as like an actual technological advancement from there
Yeah.
on. But like, the movie gets really lost in the sauce.
It does.
I think because like the first half an hour feels like it could have been its own movie.
Yeah.
With them finding
The guy.
the guy. I was gonna say
Kasimov,
Kasimov. I was gonna say Nikolai, but Nikolai's the
the brother.
brother.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is he the brother? I thought he was
think
just
he
like
was the brother.
like an apprentice or something.
I think they're
he-
brothers.
I think he mentioned I had to do it on my dear brother.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he has an older brother that's also like in that weird sort of hideout that he would have.
I think that's
Yeah.
Kasimov.
So I want to get this 100%
I don't know. I was
clear.
confused.
Yeah.
So he went there because he has information about Victor's notes.
Yes.
And he read Victor's notes and was like, it's kind of fucked up.
Oh, this is horrible.
I also got to point out that Victor's notes doesn't actually ever resolve.
No.
No.
And when they talk about like how they like actually create the one, it's makes no fucking sense.
No.
And the sense of like, oh, you have to put a living
Yeah,
person.
I'm
and
gonna
put
be
their
honest,
soul,
a
and I'm
lot-
like, what the fuck are you talking
Yeah,
about?
it's like, so you put the zombie juice in an alive person. I'm
Yes.
like, okay.
But anyone who's experienced or familiar with Frankenstein, which is like the whole fucking world,
Yeah.
Yeah.
is gonna go, he was very much not alive.
No.
Actually,
He was very much not a whole person.
No,
He was
exactly.
stitched together.
And the movie shows that at the start.
You get Boris Karloff Frankenstein
Yeah.
like near the end of the movie, but he's just a mook.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you actually see like early in the movie, like when the one's carrying his bride, that like he's got the like, you know, segmented face and stitched up look, and later in the movie you actually see like his hands are like, you know, stitched together and stuff like that. It's very subtle later on. It's only like a quick shot. But then he also transfers body into Friday.
Yeah, I think we're
which is just a dick
saying.
move.
Yeah.
Whole ending, you lost me.
I can't.
I was interested in the Victor's notes, and then for some reason, Victor was like, "Oh, I found them.
Yeah.
What if they have the answers though?"
Yeah. What
It's like you saw the answers.
What if I use them, but for good this time?
To be fair,
oh no, my hubris.
To be fair, I don't blame Watson for looking at those notes and going, you know what? Because the explanation that the brothers gave makes no fucking sense.
Yeah, I'll admit that. And I also won't say I'm not annoyed that like from a character standpoint, because it does make sense, because he's trying to revive like I was gonna say his best friend, but let's be real, his life partner.
Yeah,
his life partner.
It's very underpinned with tension.
He was really into Friday.
He was really into Friday.
They were basically in a relationship.
Who I was convinced until a certain point of the movie was female.
Yeah, no, it was. I thought they were female, but in the beginning it showed like the bare chest.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
clearly male, and I was like, Friday, and it was like, to me that is more feminine, but
Yeah.
you know, whatever.
Yeah.
It's that.
Yeah.
And there was 100% tension, but it felt a bit weird.
It's especially like at the end where like he's subjecting himself. It's like very romantically.
Yeah, it feels like they
done.
don't fully commit though.
No, I mean it's Japan. They never fully commit to that sort of thing.
No.
And I guess you could say Victorian England, I guess, is another
Yeah, that's true.
universe reason why they don't fully outright say it, because you know. But
yeah.
Back to my point.
Yeah, sorry.
I got all the way back to my point. I got that from a character standpoint, but like it just falls apart after like all that, because that's when the movie gets kind of stupid.
Yeah.
You can just say stupid.
Yeah, it's just stupid.
It turns into zombie wars.
It turns into zombie wars, and then I can't believe this movie ended in a portal in the sky climax.
Yeah, good old sky beam.
Yeah.
This was what, 2018?
2015.
2015. Okay, so I guess it was still around there.
Yeah.
And I didn't like Robot Lady being like, oh, by the way, I can control the zombies. What is this fucking ad?
I sort of get that, like, she's made out of similar technology into what's causing, like, what's being used in the corpse, but, like, it's very much a stretch.
Yeah, even for their
I want to
universe.
say that whole, like, once you get into that last part, once she reveals that she can do that, it's like a lot of things are a massive stretch and none of it's explained. Like,
no,
there are characters tap their foot and either they resurrect zombies
or they shut
them down, and I'm like, what?
Can we choose? Like, not
no, because it's different. It depends. It's like Victor, not Victor. The one can like summon them, and then M can like dissolve them.
Can I just say, by the way, calling him the one is fucking stupid.
It is so dumb.
Can we just call him the monster?
It's so dumb. I get it in the sense of like he is the
one,
the
originator,
the attainable, the attaining goal, so to speak. It's what they're chasing after. But at the same time, come on, you could have come up with a fucking better name.
Yeah, it sounds so dumb.
Like,
OG.
I hate it. I hate to say it, but Adam.
Yeah, no, that would have worked. That would have worked.
Would have been.
That's
like,
what the monster calls himself in the book. Like in Frankenstein, like actual Frankenstein, the monster calls himself Adam because he's like, I ought to be Adam.
Yeah.
Just call him Adam.
Yeah. I feel like everyone would have understood what that meant.
Yeah. We've seen Evangelion. It works there.
Yeah, we know exactly what you mean. But it just gives it this air of like pretentiousness.
Yeah.
I'm like,
it's giving Matrix in all the wrong ways.
Yeah, to an extent. Especially the end feels like the sequels a lot.
They're trying to like make everything make sense without trying to make it make sense. If that as an analogy even makes sense. They're like, yes, the bride's brain is in Victor's brain.
Victor's brain is in a computer.
They want to constantly be mysterious.
Yeah.
And so they never commit to anything as a result.
I wonder if do they want to be mysterious or do they not want to think it through enough? So they just leave it vague so they don't have to.
I would have loved to have seen this adapted as a TV series.
Same.
Yes.
I think this would have gave every
storyline. This would have been the world would have felt more rich and more like expanded upon, whilst also having the story pace itself better. Because again, what feels like the main plot line for like the first part, which is finding the guy's name.
Kasimov, I think.
Kasimov. That entire plot line occurs in the first half an hour.
Yeah.
So when that happens, it's like, well, what do we do now? And it's like, well, we find the notes, and then they find the notes like 20 minutes after that.
Like
there's like another half of the movie left.
Yeah.
I usually think this could have been like a 3-season thing.
Oh yeah.
Where like the first season's that story in Afghanistan. It's like the first episode is like setting up the world, and then you have like Watson and him activating Friday.
Actually, maybe even have like an episode with like before Friday's dead.
Yeah, that could work.
To get us attached to the character.
That could
no,
actually
100%.
work. Yeah.
And maybe even show that they knew each other. Not well, but it's like, he died. Can I?
That actually would
at
work.
least how close they were.
Yeah.
So there's your first 2 episodes, and then the rest is their journey through Afghanistan, and then the second season is like all the stuff that happens like in Japan, where they're looking for the notes and they find the notes, and that stuff happens, and then your last season is like that big kind of like confrontation at the Tower of London. Obviously, there'd be more story, because as far as that last act goes, there's currently no actual story happening. At least it makes sense.
It's a Castlevania boss fight.
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, I think this would have really worked as a TV series, especially with like the overall like vibe and world building and stuff that's going into it. Like, just don't constrain yourself. With that.
And I think it would let them build up some of the characters more. Like the one only shows up like in the second half.
I think you could have made the one a way more present and maybe menacing factor.
Make it more book accurate.
That would have
fast as fuck, boy. Jumping ravines like it's nothing.
Just like a fucking super soldier.
Hell yeah. Sorry, I'm gonna lift my mic a tiny bit if I can.
Do that. You are in control of your
yeah,
stand.
I know. I just don't want to make too much noise.
I love how every time I set it up so that you're meant to just put on the thing like me and Shaun, and you never do it.
No. No. Why would I do that?
No. You know what's best, girl.
Hell yeah.
Anyway, I'm bringing up. I brought up that because I'll admit, for a good while in this movie, I thought M and the One were the same person.
No, genuinely, that's like an easy mistake to make.
I even had like a moment where like the One shows up, like takes it. I thought it was M, and I was like, I genuinely had a moment where I thought the movie was more clever than it was.
Yeah.
And I thought to myself, he's called M because it stands for monster, because he's Frankenstein's monster. I get it. No, that's not it.
No, you don't fucking get it.
I was fucking dumb.
Oh my god.
It's just M.
Just M.
It's just a James Bond reference, you fucking idiot.
The voices are extremely similar too.
Yeah.
I mean, M is voiced by Akio Otsuka, who voices Bato. So like, I immediately recognize that. But whoever they cast for the One is so like similar in how deep the voice is and like the cadence as well.
He's Nato. Sorry.
Like anytime they obscured the face, I was like, who's talking right now?
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't blame you for that. That's an easy mistake to make, I think. This movie's so dumb.
It has so much wasted potential.
It does.
And that's the biggest shame about it.
Because I mean, the animation is really good.
I'd love to see another story in this world.
Yeah.
Maybe like obviously maybe taken before so we can still deal with like the corpse like because by the end of the movie all that stuff everything's just reverted to normal.
Yeah, they're like, maybe we shouldn't have been doing that.
Yeah. it just becomes Sherlock Holmes.
For the love of God, don't make a sequel where you just adapt Sherlock Holmes.
That's just terrible.
No,
but John Watson is just having PTSD from I would have been corpse wars.
I would have been so happy if just Sherlock Holmes just didn't exist in this one.
It's such a weird post-credit scene where you went, this is a fucking prequel to Sherlock Holmes?
Like, this is just straight up Holmes.
Yeah.
No, shouldn't have happened. Absolutely.
Also, doesn't that mean that Watson's gonna end up in a relationship or a tryst with Irene Adler?
That's what it would imply, but that's not very book accurate.
Because, like, sometimes in the books, some of the short stories anyway, they have a bit of a thing. It's not quite like the show.
No.
Where they get fucking married.
Yeah.
What, like John Watson and Irene Adler?
Yeah.
No.
No, it's Sherlock and Irene.
Oh, is it Sherlock and Irene?
Not just that. So I've actually just like only learned about this like in the last couple months. So this is like fresh in my mind. But as far as I remember, in the original Conan Doyle like short stories and novels and stuff, Irene Adler only shows up in like that one story.
Oh, okay.
And like her whole thing. The reason she's so like captivating is because she's surprisingly kind of like a sort of minor character in the books, but the thing that makes her so interesting is she actually outsmarts Sherlock that one time. And the reason he's so fascinated by her is because she manages to beat him because he vastly underestimated her.
Right.
Because she's a woman.
Yeah.
Like that's the whole point of the story.
Yeah.
So like he's like I got, and the whole message is it's not overtly a feminist message, but for the time it is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So that's why he refers to her as the woman, because he's like, she's the one that beat me, and I didn't expect that, and he's not even annoyed. He's just more like respect. I gotta reflect on that one.
Yeah. Let's take some time to reflect on that.
But like Irene Adler,
let's unpack that.
Yeah, but Irene Adler in the short stories isn't into him. It's not.
No.
She's not implied to be into him, and they don't ever have like an actual relationship.
Okay.
She's just obviously in future retelling she's been given more of like that angle because some writers just couldn't fucking resist.
Like, but there's a woman and a man.
Exactly.
What else am I supposed to do?
They're just supposed to not fuck?
but they're both attractive.
They're the main characters.
I mean, Watson's not exactly attractive in Sherlock.
No.
No offense to
Mr.
Bilbo.
Freeman.
Martin Freeman, that's it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure I've talked about it on the podcast before. I don't fucking like him.
I think he's
fine.
No offense to him, I just find him annoying.
I think he's just fine.
Yeah.
He's one of those people that, like, it's the same with Chris Pratt, who just is always playing the same character.
Yeah.
It's why I don't like The Rock. It's why I don't like Chris Pratt. It's why I don't like him.
Yeah.
It's like every time they show up, I'm like, it's just fucking, it's him.
Yeah.
I can't see the character. I can only see them.
The only time it ever works is when he's playing Bilbo, because that is just basically Bilbo.
Yeah, that's the only time where I can sort of like
it makes
stomach
sense.
Him. Yeah.
But yeah, back to this.
Yes, sorry.
But yeah,
weird tangent.
But so like Irene Adler isn't like any sort of real romantical thing in the actual Conan Doyle stories, but like obviously adaptations change that, and with this one I don't fucking know, dude.
No.
She's a robot in this one.
Yeah.
I just wanted to like clear the record that like she doesn't get with Sherlock, and she sure as hell doesn't get with like John Watson, because his wife is like called Mary or something.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if a Japanese spin-off had them getting together, because it's just that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
But
I mean, Watson's one true love is always going to be Friday.
Yeah.
He's still alive, by the way, for some reason, but they're just not talking, I guess.
Also, the post-credit scene is so fucking bizarre, because like the movie ends with him like injecting the notes into his brain, and essentially it's implied that he would become like
another corpse.
Yeah.
Which I thought that was a dark as
fuck ending, and I would have been pissed anyway, because none of the ending,
nothing was saving.
Nothing pays off.
No.
But I'm even more pissed now that post-credit scene shows up. Because one, why did we need to tie this into Sherlock Holmes? But also two, it doesn't really honor its own implication before the credits roll.
Yeah, or even just like
or even the monologue that happens over the credits.
Exactly. You could have just left it at that, and it would have been so open ended. Like I would have interpreted that as, oh, maybe it worked for Friday, but since we were not, because Friday sort of describes like Watson sort of disappearing after that, I would have taken that as, oh, Watson in a way just sort of sacrificed himself.
I took that as him becoming like a corpse, like the state that Friday was in until he taps the pen and is like, I have a soul again. It's okay.
Cool. I have a soul again, but I'm also fighting my zombie urges. Please help me.
I'm in my zombie era.
Sorry, I thought I got it out of me there.
I just want the Russians.
Oh no!
Yeah, the Russians are in
pick
this.
your words carefully.
Put bombs in the corpses.
Yes.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
And this is only a minor plot point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the first like 20 minutes, they're like, "Oh, we gotta go." We're like, "Why?" So these zombies have bombs.
I think it's also worth bringing up. This is not Soviet Russia either.
No, this is the Russian Empire.
This is the Russian Empire.
I mean, in a way, Russia's always just kind of.
Yeah, that's true.
No offense to any Russian listeners possibly listening in.
I don't know. I mean, I
don't think we have any, but in case that ever happens,
we're not blaming you.
It's not your fault.
Your
Yeah.
country.
Yeah. It's just, I don't even know if we're available in Russia. To be fair,
I'd be kind of disappointed if we were.
Yeah.
Oh well, but yeah.
Go Ukraine.
Yeah, they make such a big deal out of it that you're like, oh, this is gonna be a problem because these corpses are just flinging themselves at them in the hope to blow up. Like, okay. We've made it out of there. Thank God we never have to deal with that again.
Yeah. I mean,
I hope this never gets brought up ever again, I say.
Well.
In some respect, I do understand that because it's like, it's mentioned that the Afghanistan, like, theater,
the great game,
is like where they're testing out some of these things. So if the movie had addressed that afterwards as well, I think it would have just helped reinforce that, like, you're not seeing them elsewhere because these are new and experimental.
Yeah, you can tell.
And it was like a terrorist attack that we saw at the start of the movie as well. So
and it does make sense because that whole like great game thing that like AM talks about, like without the like, that's an actual thing that happened.
Yeah.
Like, with Britain and Russia like trying to like secure influence in like the Middle East through like Afghanistan.
Yeah, because when that came up, I was like, "Fuck!" I forgot that the Afghanistan stuff goes that far back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Never forget the reason. A lot of the reason why the Middle East is the way it is now is because of us.
Yeah.
Why would you guys do that?
Yeah, us personally.
Also, gotta love the random opium pool.
Oh yeah, that just happened.
Just shows up. It's like, oh, we're not gonna even bring China into this after this then.
Victorian era. Everyone's on opium.
I love how the opium shows up and he's like, we've got to go to Japan. And I'm like, you're so close.
Yeah.
So close.
You're just a little off.
Just move a bit.
Yeah, you're just an ocean current away.
Like one bad storm away. Come on.
Yeah, one typhoon.
Yeah.
Come on, Genghis.
I forgot what my point was.
Was there a point?
Was there a point?
Yeah. I feel like I was gonna say something else, but I completely forgot. This was a movie.
It was a movie, yeah.
We got Wolverine zombies.
We did get Wolverine. I forgot about the Wolverine zombies.
We're just getting variant after variant. They're like, so they introduce, so we have these zombie things. Okay, so they're like butlers. They do like the manual labor and whatever. And they're like, oh, and we use them as scribes. And oh shit, someone got bombs.
Oh fuck, that's
and then it's like, oh shit, these are smart.
Let's give them Wolverine claws.
Yeah,
like
they can predict my movements.
Like the fucking the Wolverine guys from Resident Evil 4.
The thing is, I was watching that going, is this like a weapon that they had? Is this real? Like, honestly, part of my brain couldn't remember if that's like an actual, genuinely real weapon or not.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Like, I think it is. I feel like I've seen those before.
Yeah.
It's weird though.
Yeah, it is kind of weird.
Because we're like superhero thing. But maybe.
Yeah.
No, I think they were real for like the sort of period of Middle Eastern history. I'm probably going to go out on limb and say they weren't common.
No.
No, because they're not that effective.
No.
They're not very practical.
Not enough to make like what a small battalion that they're getting assaulted by.
No, and then the boob lady.
Hadley, yeah.
She
Boob
just...
lady. Let's talk
She was
about the fact
boobing
that...
breastily.
Let's talk about the fact that Thomas Edison built her. She refers to him as father. I cannot imagine anything but Thomas Edison sitting in his room after that going, oh, fuck. That's not the outcome I wanted.
Papa. Ah!
Oh, God.
I'm in it.
It's like, if we could just rephrase.
This is why no one likes you, Edison.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I also did have that thought. When the moment I realised she was an automaton and that she was built, I was like, oh, so that's on purpose.
That's on purpose.
Oh, you did
Design
that.
choice.
And they're like, oh, I think we need some extra wiring in that area. Like, oh.
They're
where do I
extra
put...
power sources.
Yeah, where do we put the cooling?
You get one up here and then one down there.
Yeah, no, it works. That way you have even distribution. Yeah, no, totally.
Oh, why?
God.
Yeah.
No one fucking likes you, Edison.
Why you gotta do that?
Didn't even
Edison?
invent the
I'm
fucking
genuinely
light
surprised Tesla never showed up or
Same.
got mentioned.
I mean, it was like 2015. They already had like, you know,
I feel
Musk
like
kind of
around-
fucking it up.
Yeah, but the book was written way before that.
Yeah, I know, but the connotations would be
I don't know. I don't think Japan would have given a shit.
no.
No.
Huh.
Especially not if you're actually name dropping Nikola Tesla.
I mean,
You gotta remember the Prestige.
Yeah.
Christopher Nolan movie.
Mhm.
Had was it David Bowie playing Tesla? I think it was David Bowie played Tesla in that movie. It's a good
Wow.
movie.
Well, this
confirming.
wasn't.
Yeah,
No.
I mean, it could have been. It really could have been.
Shall we go for scores?
We'll go for scores because we're about halfway through. So
I'd say a 6.
I'm setting at a 6 as well.
Part of me, I really like the first 50 minutes.
Yes.
And I would easily give that a 7, but they fucking go down the
I
drain.
was like, for a long part of this movie, I could have given it an 8.
Oh yeah.
I was close.
But then everything in the sort of last act, and the last act is so long, happened, and it just kind of brought it down.
I'd have to give it like a 6.5.
That's
Yeah.
fair. That's fair.
Like, I enjoyed part of it. I really did.
Yeah,
so
no,
close.
it's
Like, I was captivated. I was like, this is... Fuck yeah, tell me more.
Getting the same genuine like horror vibes from the original Frankenstein book.
There's some parts that are really fucking brutal in this movie.
Yeah.
Like really graphic.
Specifically, like the whole, in the like the cave of like the Russian stuff, where like he's making himself like a zombie and stuff to like show everyone with like his older brother and like Nikolai and stuff. That whole sequence is fucking horrifying.
Yeah.
I mean, even just the opening where it's like we kind of smash cut into him like fucking putting the corpse afire into his neck, and it's like
The
there's
zombie juice.
It's all the blood, and we see it like, you know, twisting into the neck and stuff, and I was like, oh, okay, that's slow. I'm not squeamish.
No.
I watch a lot of horror, but that I was like, oh, fuck.
That's an EBGBs.
Yeah.
I just shuddered right now.
There's a weird part where this feels similar to Black Butler, and it's not at all similar to Black Butler. All that's similar is the fact that they're both set in Victorian England. But like Friday's design is really similar to some of the character designs in Black Butler. So I was like watching it,
Victorian boy.
and I'm like, wow, Black Butler's very different. It's not this dark.
No. From what I know of Black Butler, no.
No, it's very much well, it's in a shoujo magazine, but it's not exactly like, it's not Sailor Moon. That, you know, it's not that. I don't want to say girly because, like, you know, broad appeal is there for sure.
But like the target audience.
Yeah, the target audience for sure.
This movie had so much potential.
It had so much potential.
It is such a shame.
Yeah. Anyway, what was the other thing on the docket? Lupin.
How could you forget Lupin?
Da, 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 da.
Come on.
Oh, did they need to tell this story over the course of a week?
Yes.
Every time a fucking title card showed up, I was like, oh, we're only on Wednesday. Oh, cool.
I didn't dislike it.
No, I didn't dislike it. No.
It was different.
Yeah.
It was different, but it also felt very just run-of-the-mill Lupin.
I think Sweet Lost Night was different.
Like,
and in a better way.
Yeah, it was unique.
It was unique. This
felt like an extended episode of the show.
For sure, yeah. I don't think it needed to be 90 minutes. I think they could have done this in 45 to 60.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think it needed
an hour
to
and
be.
10 at most.
Yeah. Because there were so many times where I'm like, oh, surely we're at the end. Oh no, we've still got a lot to go.
I was a little disappointed with the opening. Usually it's so high energy.
I would have rather watched whatever that was.
I would have liked the opening to be real.
Yeah, I would have rather watched whatever they were setting up there than whatever we got throughout the rest of the movie.
A full-on Lupin heist movie.
Yeah.
Like he was on a horse.
Yeah. Let me see a full movie of Lupin bet fixing.
Yeah, bet fixing with like the little like sleeping dart device that he's got.
Yeah.
He doesn't know how he got it, but he got it.
He got it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think he knows how he got that tooth.
No. He's just like, hey!
The fucking tooth.
The tooth.
Yeah. I'm gonna give you the truth pill.
I love how there's this extra shot of him getting shooken up, and it just the tooth opening and grabbing the pill and taking it in.
I genuinely saw that and was like, what the fuck?
I was just like, yeah, it's the plan. He probably would.
Everything else makes sense, but specifically that part
that
felt
part's
it was too
like
weird.
So out of place compared to like any of the other gadgets we see in the rest of the movie.
He just has a tooth with a little door.
Yeah, and it speaks to him as well.
It's got an AI.
Yeah, and then he fires it.
He's got a Jarvis in his tooth.
He fires the pill into someone else's mouth, and it never comes up again.
Right.
This is the tooth that the master's in.
Oh man.
I wish the horse from the beginning would have teamed up with Zenigata though.
Honestly, yeah. That would have been great. It would have made Zenigata's plot.
Mm-hmm.
And I was hoping for a, we're both been betrayed by Lupin, let's team up.
Can I just say, Zenigata and Goemon, they both fucking suck in this movie. In terms of a competence level.
Yeah.
I mean, wasn't Zenigata struggle with amnesia in the last one?
He was struggling. But he was better in that movie.
Yeah, but at least he had a reason to be out of it. Here, they just show that he sucks.
Yeah.
Which is not how you do it. Zenigata should be somewhat competent, I think.
Yeah, it was. He's just kind of like, well, I know you're Lupin. And he's like, no. And then he just runs away on a horse, and I feel like he never really tried to get
The best part for Zenigata in this whole movie was literally just at the end, where he's coming up like Lupin, and he's just like, wait, what if you get cold? Like he just suddenly really
let's go have some noodles in the interrogation room.
That's so sweet. Oh, Lupin's running away again.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Goemon.
So cancel the noodles.
Goemon just fucking sucks throughout this
whole
movie.
He's a simp fucking boy.
Yeah, Goemon has been
routinely wept.
Yes.
Yeah. Because he doesn't turn up for a while, and I was like, where you at?
Sean messaged me like, where's Goemon? And I immediately got a message after one. Oh, there he is.
Yeah. Like I said that to you like a minute later. He just is when he shows up. It's like, oh, there's Goemon.
It's funny. I almost said just give it a minute, because as soon as I thought that when the movie happened, he showed up. It's like.
I feel like the movie's perfectly made, it's perfectly paced to make you think, where's Goemon?
Yeah.
At the right moment, then Goemon is.
Yeah.
With Fujiko. Which I didn't expect.
Yeah, they don't have that kind of established relationship at all.
I think it's funny, but I feel like they could have done more of that.
Yeah, they could have built it up a bit more. I mean, I made the joke that it's very nice that Fujiko and Lupin had an agreement to share custody of Goemon.
Yeah.
They just
you can have him on the
weeks.
weekends. Yeah. I'll take him during the week.
Yeah. And then Lupin breached the custody agreement, and Goemon had to go back.
Yeah, it's like, Goemon, where are you? Can I play? Can I play? No, you
no,
can't.
you're with me for this week. Okay.
Okay, Mom.
Dinner is on. You need to be home.
Yeah. Having said, like that's not a great use for Goemon, but I did find it funny that like all Fujiko has to do is just call him and be like, "Is this how a samurai fucking treats a lady?"
Yeah.
And that's all it takes for Goemon to be like, "You're right. I'm sorry. I gotta go, Lupin."
I'm sorry. I wish I could help you, but she just told me.
Mommy, sorry.
Mommy, sorry.
I'm sorry.
Mommy, sorry.
That was Goemon for the whole movie.
Yes.
Yeah, I know. It doesn't make it any better.
And for the rest of the movie, he's also surprisingly incompetent as fuck.
Yeah. Cut that helicopter.
No.
I can't.
Dramatic zoom in with the music on his face. No.
It's like, I can't reach. It's like, it's all the way there.
Bullshit, you can't reach. I've seen you jump that far.
I've watched you cut a fucking tornado.
You've cut buildings in half, my man.
That's different.
Well, is that object not worthless enough for you, you piece of shit?
I love how every time he cuts something in this movie, we get that line.
Yeah.
And it's like, normally you hear that like once, maybe twice.
Yeah.
Maybe twice, yeah.
But this, it's like every time he uses his sword, it's like we get that line. He's like, oh guys, come on.
We get it.
We get it.
He's not in a great mood this week.
No, he's not.
No.
Jigen's kind of fucking useless too.
Yeah.
I mean, he's kind of in between two camps, it feels.
Yeah, which could have been interesting.
Yeah.
And then it never really gives that its screen time.
Because we get random Jigen lore.
Yeah.
That he was, what, an ex-mercenary?
I guess.
Which I suppose, I guess, yeah.
And he fought in a civil war in South Africa.
I find it so funny whenever they give like
wow
backstory to these characters, because you know it just never.
It's never gonna come up.
It's never gonna come up again. It doesn't mean anything. You're probably gonna watch something else later that conflicts with that.
Yeah, and you're not even gonna care.
No, you're not even gonna care. It's like the whole like Clarice thing in Lupin. It's I don't believe that he met her when she was like 8.
I completely forgot that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. It's just, I feel that he tries to set up, you have to kill Lupin, and Jean's just like, I'll string you along for a while. I'm not sure about it. I'm thinking about it.
There's that whole thing where, like, here's the contract that says that you have to follow us no matter what and never question us whatsoever, and you're bound by, I don't know, honor or something.
Yeah, the Disney Plus terms and conditions.
For fuck's sake. Which means Disney, you can't sue Disney now.
Can't sue Disney.
I read that this morning and I was like, what the fuck?
I read
happened?
that.
Okay, sudden current news.
Okay, hold on. We'll keep this for. I was gonna bring this up in one of our other episodes, so I'll keep it for then. So just hold on.
Tune in next time when it's very out of date.
It's fucking wild though.
But so.
Sorry,
the contract that like Jigen signs that says you can't question us and you have to do whatever we say and you lose all body autonomy forever or something.
Oh.
Yeah, to which Jigen like thinks it for like a second. You can see he's thinking over, but he does it anyway.
Yeah.
And then he's immediately hit with, you have to kill Lupin now, and he's like, oh fuck, if only.
But to be
could
fair,
have foreseen this?
You know, signing that contract, it's Jigen. He can easily go, well, I can just fucking kill all of you anyway. So
Yeah, but he doesn't do that.
No, he doesn't.
No, he cares about contract law.
But he violates the contract anyway, so...
Yeah, but for the first half of this movie, he cares about it a lot.
Yeah.
I think one of the big problems is that all of them have their own storyline.
Yeah. And it gets
Except
very
not
muddled.
really.
Except not really, because the movie doesn't have enough time to dedicate any screen time to any of them outside of Lupin. And so it's like, okay, couldn't we have just had like Jigen with Lupin the whole time? Because that storyline kind of serves no purpose, especially when he just ends up siding with Lupin in the end anyway.
And especially when it seems like they're gonna replace him with Goemon for them to have an adventure, but then Goemon goes home because his mom called him.
Where are you?
I'm sorry.
I'm coming home. Don't worry.
And Goemon kind of doesn't serve any purpose to Fujiko's storyline anyway.
Fujiko didn't need to be in this.
No. I think she could have played a much smaller role.
In her plot line, she is super competent. She's the only competent one in the movie. But like,
as usual.
Yeah. But like, didn't really need to be here.
No, I think we easily could have had a classic, you know, the setup near the end where they're like robbing the diamonds and stuff. It's
Yeah.
like that could have been the first time Fujiko popped up,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
like the second time.
Have her as a cameo.
And it like, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense that she's
Yeah.
doing that, and then have them all join together. That would
Yeah.
that would be fine.
Mm-hmm.
It would mean that we wouldn't have as much sort of bouncing around. I think that's the major issue I have with this one is like we're bouncing around a lot.
Yeah,
like
for sure.
by the end of the movie, it really feels like the only reason Fujiko was here was just to dispatch the fucking fire guy.
Oh yeah, a very underwhelming.
The guy that like any anime protagonist yells his attack every time it happens. Fire! Destroyer!
I got to bring up 90% of the characters have like Lupin-esque designs.
Yeah.
And then the 16-year-old girl shows up as the most fucking anime-looking bitch in this
Yeah.
whole thing.
This was a very boob heavy.
Oh yeah,
16.
16.
She is 16 years old.
We're gonna talk about the line at the end.
Oh yeah, which is funny because I seen this. I saw that and went, that I've heard that in City Hunter before.
Oh.
Yeah.
She says, I believe, see you in 10 years.
I'll come back in 10 years and be
give
your...
myself
I'll give
to you.
myself to
give
you.
myself to you. Which I think she says as a joke.
Yeah, I hope so.
I
Yeah.
hope so, but you never know.
You never know.
With her character, it feels.
Yeah.
Because, like, she's simultaneously she's smart in, like, one scene where she figures out, like, that the president bought or whatever, but, like... Or, like, when she figures out Lupin's name, but for the rest of it, she's kind of dense.
Yeah.
Which maybe is typical anime girl.
Well,
Yeah.
typical rich anime girl.
Yeah.
Like, I get it, but it's like...
Smart where she needs to be.
Yeah.
I at least like that the moment it's revealed she's 16, Lupin backs off.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Like, that's a character consistent thing with Lupin. He's like, oh, you ain't legal.
Yeah. Again,
You're a
that was another
child.
very City Hunter moment as well, because like as soon as Rio finds out they're underage, he's like, oh, nope, no.
You know, appreciate that it's
yeah.
the bare minimum.
It's the bare minimum,
fucking
yeah.
minimum, but it's nice.
It's so funny though, because like she's like a major character for like half of the movie, and then she gets kidnapped, and by the time she shows up again, I went, oh fuck yeah, she's in this.
Same.
Yeah.
They bring her out of the floor, tied up, and I went, oh yeah.
I genuinely went, all right, the fucking
Yeah.
rich girl.
By the time she came back, I went, I can't fucking remember your name either.
Michelle.
Michelle, that's it, yeah.
I don't know why I remembered it.
Wow, I didn't.
No, I could not remember it.
No, and I want to talk about the big plan where they're like, we put a bomb and a diamond, and the president as the diamond
We're
in
gonna
the
tell
Oval
him.
Office.
We're gonna tell him.
I lost track of who had which one, because at some point you find out not only is there a fake, there's a fake.
Okay,
Yeah.
I decided not to care at that point. I was like,
There's a fake.
Lupin started talking about that, and I just went, oh, I'm out.
There's a fake, and there's a fake that's slightly bigger.
yeah.
There's a fake that's slightly bigger, and then there's a fake that's made out of ice. Okay.
I genuinely think they just did all that so that by the time the end of the movie and they're like, actually, I switched it and you have the bomb, you're just supposed to go, I don't even care
yeah.
about the
Okay,
fucking tracks. I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
The idea, okay, you first have to assume the president's going to put it in the Oval Office.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a leap.
Second, his plan is, I'm going to call the president, tell him, I have a bomb in the diamond in your office.
Don't you do anything about it.
Yeah, and now I control you. Presidents, so they don't have any surveillance on the president. President's just gonna,
Yeah.
oh, okay, hangs
Yeah.
up, picks up phone. Hi, FBI.
There's just a Secret Service agent standing there while he's on the call, and he's just like,
They're making the
You
assumption.
mean this diamond?
They're making the assumption that his security team isn't already listening in.
yeah, like
Yeah.
someone's listening. There's Secret Service agents there. He's probably on speakerphone, pointing at the
Like-
diamond.
At the very
That one.
at the very least, during that call, if none of that's happening, the president's at least gonna have a silent panic button on his
Yeah.
desk that's just like, uh-huh.
Or
yeah,
like
sure,
Melina says,
security,
they've got no
security.
surveillance on him. He's just gonna get up. Again, he will be on speakerphone because he's the fucking president.
Yeah.
He'll get up and just be keeping talking like, yeah.
Okay, so there's a bomb, and
just open the window, just fucking throw it out.
And so you want me to do what exactly? Picks up bomb. It's like, hands it over to Secret Service. No, keep talking. No, I'm just
like a
lunch.
metal briefcase that just explodes.
Yeah. So
like the opening of the movie.
Yeah. So your plan was, let me walk you through. You put the diamond. There's a bomb in it. Okay, yeah.
He's just standing watching bomb disposal who've been there for an hour already before the phone call.
Okay, and you want me to, and then pulls up a laptop that's like tracing calls.
Yeah, it's like, declare war to who? Okay, no, yeah, I'll do that. Just give me like 20 minutes, guys. You need 20 minutes? Just give me like 20 minutes. I'm on my lunch break. Let me call you back. Can I call you back? Yeah? Okay, no, see you later.
By the time the person is putting down the phone call, there's already like massive security teams all around their building.
There's a nuclear missile just heading towards him.
Yeah, like the guy hangs up. I did it. Oh, we got control now.
I got a good feeling about this guy. We're so bad. Mecha Godzilla coming around the corner.
No, it's like the end of which one is this? One of the Final Destination films where they look out the window and it turns out he's in fucking the Trade Center, the World Trade Center on 9/11.
What?
Like, we've had our fair share of shitty plans, but the fact, like, they should have said, and there's a camera in it, so I can make sure. Even then, it's like, President, I'm gonna go piss.
I love how there's this whole explanation of like, we made this out of like heavily compressed nitroglycerin, which I'm also thinking like, this is way more expensive than just making an actual bomb. But then they're like, there's liquid inside it, so we can remote control it, and I'm like,
how?
What? What do you mean? What does that mean? How? When?
I control the liquid. I decide.
I send a signal out that says detonate.
Yes. See, I throw this little diamond into my yard. Oh, I'm assuming it's landed. Let me just pull out my phone and kaboom.
Because they're like,
it allows like this shit fucking Acme.
It lets us remote control it and accurately check where it is, and I'm like, what?
You've got a tracker and a detonator in there.
In liquid? What the fuck do you mean?
And so we're gonna put it in the president's Oval
Office.
I got a good feeling, guys. Oh, how good it is to be in this great city of Chernobyl in 1980. At exactly this time.
1:23:40, I believe.
There's a what now?
Legit. I don't think anyone thought this through, because they were like, the president's gonna put the diamond in his Oval Office. They're like, why? Why
also,
would you think that?
Not only that, it would be like heavily scanned and checked. And
why is there liquid in this diamond? Sir?
Someone's just going
glue, glue, glue. What the fuck?
Like with the heads of the fucking drip serum.
You got a gift, Mr. President. Ooh, what's in it? What the fuck?
Oh, mysterious diamond. What wisdom do you hold?
It's a magic 8-ball.
Not yet. Oh, fuck.
Oh, great crystal of wisdom. What is your wisdom? Kaboom. Yes, Rico, kaboom.
Like, it's fine for Lupin plots to make no sense, but as soon as he just mentioned, the president is gonna put it in the Oval Office, and then we're gonna blow up the entire building, the entire White House. I'm like, so this is you assuming he's gonna put it in the Oval Office.
No, you see, what they don't expect is the president to put it in his mouth, where he's got a tooth that holds the little thing that makes him safe, and then he shoots it into the mouth of the other guy.
Oh, it reminds me of there's two of them, and I don't know which one it's from. It's White House Down. Where it's just like they paint the Secret Service as so incompetent. Like, they just let terrorists essentially walk in and like take over. At least Olympus Has Fallen has like because those are like two movies that came out at the same time, essentially have the
I was gonna say, I was
plot.
like, is that Olympus No, Olympus Has Fallen is another movie.
Yeah, so Olympus Has Fallen is Gerard Butler, and it's where he's like well, they're both the same fucking story, but like
yeah, I was like, this is just a tale of two different administrations.
It's a bit more dark, and it's a bit more like believable in the sense of like how it happens. Whereas White House Has Fallen. I don't fucking know what it's called.
White House Down.
White House Down has fallen.
White House had a really bad day.
Yeah. As like essentially like a Michael Bay, Roland Emmerich. You know, wait, was it Roland Emmerich that directed that? Actually?
I wouldn't be fucking surprised.
Like a lot of in film. They're like, oh yeah, the Secret Service forgot to check. And I'm like, I think the Secret Service, like they've fucked up once or twice, but they learned from their mistakes.
They've forgot to check, and they're standing right behind you going.
Yeah, it's like
Emmerich.
Oh.
Was it Emmerich? Yeah, that makes sense because it
Emmerich.
looks fucking terrible. Massive budget. It looks awful, and then Olympics.
Jamie Foxx was in this movie.
Yes, he plays the president because he's very clearly meant to be Obama.
Yeah, because he's not even. He's got the same fucking hairstyle and everything.
There is literally.
Oh my god.
There's so many lines I think where it's like, I would vote for you for a third term or something like that, or you know lines where it's like, oh,
you're Obama.
Yeah, you're Obama.
Oh, this was 2013.
It was. It really was.
Well.
Yeah.
What schlock.
Oh.
And like by the ending, I didn't really care,
No, I didn't either.
which is a shame.
Us talking about this plot is way more entertaining
than the actual.
Yeah, 100%.
It's funny because like there's meant to be like the big team up moment where you're meant to go, oh fuck yeah, and I went, oh.
You get the camera like shot where it's just them walking in a line.
It would have been so cool in any other Lupin movie.
Yeah.
Like suddenly this becomes Lupin Endgame.
Yeah.
Also, the like standoff between Lupin and Jigen, meh.
Yeah.
Could have been such a fun moment where both are like, I'll do it.
There's been so I've watched a couple seasons of the TV show, and like there's been a couple of times where like Jigen and Lupin have been put in conflict with each other, and it's been really entertaining. Yeah.
Out of anyone in the gang, I could see them like
Yeah.
having like differences that come with like, conflict and stuff, but like it's done so underwhelmingly.
Yeah.
Here. And it's not given the emotional punch it's given, and like I don't even want to say this is a bad thing, but like the resolution of that conflict where like Lupin's just like, we're still buddies.
Yeah.
Like they still like treat each other as buddies. That's not even a bad thing because I can see that working for their relationship. Like just like, you know, it's gonna take you a lot more than trying to kill me to stop us from being friends. But like, it doesn't feel like it's earned.
No, because it's like we don't even see anything happen. It's like the place blows up, and then the next time we see them, they're together, and it's like they're working.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, okay, we've
Did
just
I miss-
skipped.
How the fuck? They nuke the fridge.
Yeah, they nuke
That's
the
what
fridge.
happens.
Because not only does Lupin and Jigen survive that, Zenigata survives it too.
Yeah, and they're all just in a box.
They're all just
chilling out. Zenigata's left behind because he's useless in this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a shame when you see Zenigata not being used to its full potential.
Yeah.
Because it always adds it nicely here. And I guess with, you know, the team all split up, it's a bit messier. You don't want to add that fourth bit.
Yeah.
Ugh. It just didn't work.
At that point, just don't have him in the movie. Like, give it like a line that he's on like vacation or something, because Lupin got to him and he needed a break.
Yeah, if we just had every now and then a scene of him just laying on a beach in his full like outfit. It's like, no, that's fine. Go here. Okay, listen to me. He's gonna go here now.
No, I think
then
it'd be
he's gonna
even
go
funnier.
there.
I think it'd be even funnier if it just cut to him and occasionally he'd be like, Lupin? And then that's it.
No. Like a waiter refills his drink. Lupin?
No.
Lupin?
I've got the perfect scene for this. Like, Lupin is just wondering. It's just at one point in like whatever movie it's in. It's just like, where's Pops? I've not seen him like for a while. Where is he? And then like we could get like a throwaway line from like where he's talking, just saying like, oh, I think he's on like vacation or something, just like taking a break. And then it cuts to him like in like a hotel bedroom or whatever, and then he just wakes up and goes, Lupin. Like he senses them and then he just goes back to sleep.
The classic
he talked about me.
Someone talks about you and then you cut to them sneezing or something like that. Throwaway, yeah.
No, but like he senses it.
Yeah.
I'm like, what's he up to? What's he doing? I mean, I still like the idea of Zenigata for some reason not being able to do it himself.
Yeah.
So he's just like step by step. Okay, so he's gonna then probably escape the handcuffs because that's what he does, and then he's gonna also escape the car.
On call Zenigata would be amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like no. Okay, so what? You need to get at least 5 pairs of handcuffs on that man. Oh my god, you did the 3. The 3.
How did he get away this time? Well, I looked at him, but then like I couldn't find him, and then just this other guy just told me he went the other way, and like, oh, he was probably in. That's his disguise, you fucking idiot.
You need to look between the eyes.
Do you see a yellow Fiat driving away?
I love that part at the beginning of the movie where it's just the car starts. He's like Fiat.
What? So you're looking for a yellow Fiat.
Well, I see it kind of. Does it look like a yellow Fiat? Yeah, I think it does. That's him. Just fucking go for it.
Just follow him. It's like, are you sure? It's like, yes!
How many yellow Fiats have you seen in your life?
It's not him. It's just some guy in like some fedora or whatever. That's Jigen.
Yeah, it's like he has a picture of Lupin in his hand.
Yeah.
I don't think that's him, sir. Yeah. Do you see a fucking samurai? It's like, I think so, yeah. Go!
No, it's like, why is that guy wearing like a samurai get up? That's just fucking go him on.
Go. Are you going?
Get out of there, man.
He's like, yeah, I'm going. No, you're not.
This would have been a way better movie.
Yeah.
It would have been. Oh, I think we're
talking about another movie.
Yeah.
That doesn't exist. Let's just.
Yeah, we've talked about so many other things.
We've talked about the amazing plot of the president's gonna put the diamond.
Yeah.
We've talked about White House Down and Olympus Has Fallen.
Same movie. Yeah,
Same movie.
Yeah.
This was my least favorite Roland Emmerich movie. And that's saying something.
Yeah. So scores.
It's a difficult one.
I kind of, even after all that we've said, I kind of want to give it like another 7 out of 10 or something.
I'm setting it like a 6.
I'm at like 5.5, but also bordering on 6. But feel more like a 5.5 because I couldn't care at the end.
Yeah.
I feel like we've got another session where we're just with not even bad movies, just sort of
disappointing.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
2 sessions in a row. We need to stop this.
Step it up.
At least like Empire Corps has showed potential.
Yeah, we were all excited about it and can recognize the first half was really good.
Yeah.
And City Hunter was at least fun.
Yeah.
And at least I forewarned you that Children of Chase Lost Voices is, know, it's Shinkai's worst movie, which is surprisingly still quite a high bar, I'd say.
Yeah,
it's still competent.
Yeah, that's it.
Fine.
At least it happened sort of in the middle of his current career, where it's like you can say, at least one duds.
Sort of like a low middle.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the end of this episode.
I feel like we had such great discussions.
We
on this.
did, yeah. I don't think anyone listens to our Lupin stuff to hear us talk about Lupin. We just go off on random. We end up putting Lupin in other situations.
Yeah, more fun situations.
Yeah.
See you in the EX episode. Or if you're listening to this in the future EX episode, hi.
I think we still got like one more to cover before we've got an EX episode, I think.
Well, back to us then.
Yeah.
So yeah, like subscribe to all that stuff. I hate saying that. It makes me cringe.
Be the
so
YouTuber.
Much. Be the YouTuber. Yeah, we'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.